Hello and welcome to Flory Models Kit Review Time. Today we've got Mini Art's latest release. This is the 1/35th scale Stug 3 Ausf G, and this is from March 1943. So as you can see, very nice bit of box art as always, as we come to expect with Mini Art. Kit number for this one 35366. A little bit of run around blurb, kit numbers, and the marking options you get. So we've got sort of 5 marking options down in there. Of the different ones. That's quite nice. So in the box we are greeted by, get in, here we go, we've got one jumbo pack of it, and you can see that's a proper meaty amount of parts in there. Alright, that's very nice. Have a look at that in a moment. And we've got the instructions as normal. So in the instructions, there we go, we are straight into the colour ones. I assume it's because of the way they've printed this on colour for the front 2 pages. And we've got this one down in here, so that's very nice. So whilst we're at it, we've got to do the other few on here as well. There we go. So we've got this one as well. And then got the nice one in the green. A couple of crew options for it as well, as you can see. So we've got some different ones down in there if you fancied crewing it up as well, obviously. And there is different versions, as you can see, down in this one. All right. So getting back on track, we have obviously the usual thing with the actual sprue layout and everything else like that. We've got a good chunk of photo etch as well, which is very nice, as you can see down in here. And looking all very nice. Plenty of it, as you can see. So again, looking like we've actually got the torsion bar suspension system being fitted down there onto the whole floor. All right, then we've got the sides going up and making their way in like that. All right, and then obviously everything being on added. And again, we've got hatches, all the details, as you might imagine, right the way through. So we've got all the bits and pieces going down there, making all of that one up. So whilst it's not a full interior and everything on, you've still got a lot of detail down around those areas as well. All right, then we're working onto the top for the actual turret itself. So again, lots of plating going on this one, lots of building up the different layers to really bring it to life. We've got a bit of a breech system down in here. All right, so we've got that one showing through. And again, nice details all the way through. We've actually got the actual wheels, road wheels supports being fitted onto this one. We've got the cupola with all the various parts onto that one, as you might imagine. Was that an MG34? I don't know, just guessing. Down into those. And the other parts coming in, but you can see it's got lovely details right the way through for all these hatches being able to be opened up again. So on the rear deck as well, we've got obviously the plate being fitted down on there, various stowage items and that being fitted down onto these, and again, multitude of hatches and various bits in here. So I'm assuming there's probably a full interior version of this kit out there as well. And again, we've got various boxes, lumps and bumps, as you might imagine, going over to it. It'd be interesting to see what the tracks are. I think they are going to be separately linked, the way that these are made up right the way through. And again, more detail being added to this one. Again, if you've never built a Mini Art kit, detail, that's what I'd explain all the way through. And again, more stowage items, more lumps and bumps being fitted down here. I did wonder what those photo etch rings were. Now I know, I can see those. They're going to be fitted to the outside, like some banding onto that. So road wheels being fitted, we've got the idler and the drive sprocket being put onto that one. And there we go, they are separate tracks. We've got 94 links per side. So that would be fun. Then we've got the barrel being fitted down onto this one. I'm guessing it is a plastic barrel, not a metal one, being fitted down into there. Got the side skirts being fitted onto this one. And then we've got all the various other stowage items, as you can imagine, going down there on the outside. Lots and lots of it being fitted in. Some real nice stuff down there. We've got the towing cables down in there and the cleats for putting those on. And again, more of obviously the spare road wheels being fitted to the outside, so forth and so on, right the way through. Last up, putting into the barrel onto this one, being fitted in there. Complete your build with a couple of aerials. That looks really nice, to be honest. There's loads and loads of detail in there, which we love. All right, so one giant bag. And I think it is sealed. So we're going to cut our way in here. Alright, so I'm trying to get this out in one. Apologies for the noise. There we go. Let's stick that off to the side. We can have a look at some of the closer items. So we've got some decals down in there, and obviously we've got the clear parts for the cupolas being fitted in. We've got a nice piece of photo etch, I imagine, just down in here. very, very nice indeed. Beautiful details all the way through on that one. That's really nice. And we got the little plaque as well. All right, pop that back in. Again, where do you start? That's the thing. All right. I think what we'll do, we'll just work our way through. There's just tons of it. It's very, very modular, and I am by no means an armour person at all. So I won't embarrass myself by trying to describe what they actually are. But I'm sure you guys do. See, some very nice bits in there. A little bit of flash. First thing that's just catching my eye. Something we haven't seen for a long time. Doesn't seem to be on the parts, but it's on the sprue trees. Very nice. You see this bolting. Really nice and sharp and crisp, which is quite nice as well. That MG 34 looks very nice as well. And generally, you say the details are crisp and sharp right the way over. And you might be able to see down in here some really nice touches with this. The plastic looks like metal as it is. Some very nice, very fine weld lines and things like that down in there as well. So that's very nice. And then again, you're just into lots of this type of stuff. So I think this is lots of towing eyes and various things like that. As you can see, lots and lots of different bits down in this one. And again, even on the blind side, to be honest, they're not too bad at all. All looking very nice. And then obviously all things like the ejector pins and stuff like that look like they're hidden away very nicely. So again, towing eyes, we got various equipment down in here. Very nice indeed. And the jacks and various things. Again, it's a complete jigsaw puzzle, this one. And again, some more of the parts. All looking very nice. Good. Good sharp details all the way through on these. Again, if you've never built a mini art kit before, you are in for a treat. They're very, very nice. So I think there's a little bit of flash. No, perhaps it's not flash. There it is. Just a little bit of flash just down in here on these idlers. Just needed a little bit of cleanup. And again, you can see on these parts, very, very nicely done. Very, very detailed. And again, we've got lots and lots. So we've got two of those. So you can say match pair it with that one. And again, as you might imagine, we've got lots of this. So we've got absolute tons of the actual links themselves, the actual tracks. So we'll just move a lot of them out of the way. We've also got quite a few of these, obviously for the road wheels. So we've got 4 lots of those as well. And then we've got lots of other details down in here, like these tiny little guys as well. Very nice. Multiples of these. Again, I'm sure people who do armour will spot these. More of these. How many sprues of this do you get? My lord, there's lots of these in here. You actually get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lots of them. So lots of them. All right. Then we've got the twins, obviously, as you might imagine, for the actual sprockets. Obviously, different types of sprockets there as well. So we've got different versions. We've got another, I think this is for the spare road wheel, because we've got multiples of those. All right, so we've got lots of those. So in some ways you look at this and you think, oh, there's tons and tons of it. But a lot of these are obviously duplicates. So we've got down in here the actual return wheels as well. So very nice job on those. More of those. And again, so here we go. So this is the rear deck. Again, as you can probably see, really very, very nice. And again, it's just a little weld seam just running along here. Really subtle, very nice, like that. Very nice details. All right, so we've got more and more of these. Lots of them. We've got obviously different types of barrels down in here with the actual ports on the end. Different types. So again, variants. And then we've got, say, more of the actual plating detail. This is obviously the fronts. And again, the bolting detail is absolutely exquisite. Very, very, very nice indeed with all of those. That's nice. We've got the side sort of skirts for the fenders. Lovely checkerboard on the top, which is nice and sharp as well. Really very, very nice and crisp on that. So that's very nice. Yeah, we've got the actual gun breech system here. Get a little bit of flash, just tiny little bits of flash around here and there, but it doesn't seem to be on the small parts either. These are beautifully done, very nice, very sharp. But just little tiny bits of flash creeping in here and there. More parts of that for the mantle and for the barrel itself. Again, a little bit of burring on that one, needs a little bit of cleanup. And then we've got down in here for K. You can see, nicely done. And then this is for that stowage boxes on the rear. Nicely done. Bit of texture down into these as well. So very, very nice. And again, we've got a de-ditching log as well. Some more little bits of equipment. So we've got cutters and shovels and various things as well. Very nice. All right. And then finally, we've got a decent sprue. So down in here, sprue B, as you can see, lots of stuff going down on here. So we've got the underside. If we drop that in, as you can see, detail on the underside is absolutely gorgeous as well. We've got the sides. Very, very nice. And then obviously we've got all the parts running across the top. Very, very nice indeed. There you have it. So if you are into, as you can see, it's all here, sort of mini art kits, let's face it, they're not a shake and bake kit. These aren't one of these kits which you're going to bung together in a weekend. It's going to be a little bit of work into here. And this isn't even a full interior kit, but you've still got lots and lots of parts. From my point of view, you always know you're in for a fun ride when that's your biggest sprue and all the others are literally, you know, I think this is the second largest sprue in here. So you do know that obviously you're going to be in for a little bit of a challenge, a little bit of work. It's very modular, you're putting it all together. But what that does give you is great detail, because obviously if the under hull was in one part, the top deck was just one, it's going to be quite basic. So again, you know you're going to get a full lot with this, but just looking at the amount of sprues as we've gone through them and the amount of sprues you get here, you certainly get your money's worth, let's face it. So definitely if you are into your, obviously with German armour or armour in general, this is probably going to be an absolute must for you if you fancy a Stug 3. Anyway, that's the Mini Arts 1/35 scale Stug 3 from March 1943.